Celine Dion sold 240 million records. She gave the world a voice so singular, so emotionally precise, that it became one of the defining sounds of the late 20th century. But behind the sold-out arenas, the Grammy Awards, and that iconic performance atop the Eiffel Tower, lies a story that spent 17 years hidden in plain sight. A story of a body quietly turning against the one woman who needed it most. For nearly 2 decades, something was wrong. Muscle spasms that arrived without warning. A creeping rigidity spreading through her torso. A voice, the very instrument her entire life was built around, beginning to slip beyond her reach, in ways that no amount of rest or training could explain. And because she had no diagnosis, she had no words, so she borrowed other ones. The flu, laryngitis, exhaustion. Not lies told out of contempt for her audience, but words offered out of sheer terror, by a woman who genuinely did not know what was happening to her own body. She was born on March 30, 1968, the 14th child in a family of 16 in Charlemagne, Quebec, a household that was crowded and underfunded, but never, not once, without music. At just 12 years old, she and her mother wrote a song together, recorded it on a cassette tape, and mailed it to a Montreal music manager named René Angelil. He listened. And then, by his own account, he wept, not out of sentiment, but out of recognition. He was so certain of what he heard that he mortgaged his own home to finance her first album. That absolute conviction became the foundation of one of the most extraordinary careers in music history. The milestones came like landmarks on a highway. Eurovision, Unison, The Color of My Love, The Power of Love. And then, in 1997, a film about a shipwreck and a song that outlived the ocean itself. My Heart Will Go On, sold 40 million copies as a single and embedded itself so deeply into the cultural fabric of the era that no amount of time has managed to dislodge it. But the body was already beginning its quiet betrayal. The symptoms that first appeared around 2005 kept progressing. Through Las Vegas residencies, through world tours, through the death of René Angelil in January 2016, and the death of her brother Daniel just 2 days later. She kept showing up. She didn't yet have a name for what she was carrying. That name finally arrived in August 2022. Stiff person syndrome, a rare neurological autoimmune disorder affecting roughly 1 in a million people, causing severe, painful muscle spasms and progressive rigidity, including in the respiratory muscles that control the voice. There is no cure, there is only management, negotiation, and the daily decision to keep going anyway. She went public in December 2022, tears and all. Then came the documentary. Then came Paris, July 26, 2024, standing on the Eiffel Tower in the rain, performing for 600 million people watching worldwide. It wasn't a comeback, it was a refusal. A public, rain-soaked, globally broadcast refusal to let the disease write her ending. And now, September 2026, 10 concerts in Paris. Up to 400,000 people. Not a miracle, a decision. Made by a woman who learned exactly what her body could still offer, and said, that's enough. Whatever her voice carries onto that stage won't be the same instrument that recorded Titanic's theme. It will carry something rarer. The weight of survival, pressed into every note. If her story has ever moved you, drop a comment and share what her music has meant to you. And if you believe some stories deserve to be told in full, hit like and subscribe.